Welcome to the New England Casino and Gambling Podcast, a production of anytimegambling.com, your one resource for New England casinos and recreational gambling.
Welcome back and welcome to episode 71. We'll be talking about Blackjack side bets today in a little bit. But first, I'd like to give some shout outs and thank yous to some people who have been supportive of our podcast. Starting with Julian Romero of Vegas Confessions podcast and now the Vegas Confessions YouTube channel. He and his wife Kelly explore Las Vegas like no one else. Highly recommended. Thanks, Jules. Go Dogs. Next, those two guys from You Can Bet On That podcast, Dr. Mike and especially Mark, who's helped me behind the scenes, giving me encouragement. If there is one podcast that you need to listen to weekly, it would be You Can Bet On That. And finally, Michael Mason Traeger, thank you so much for your support over the years. And for those of you who haven't listened to our previous podcast, episode 70, with Michael Mason Traeger, what are you waiting for? We talk about Baccarat and the future of New England's casinos. Thank you, Michael, for everything you've done for us. And now, let's talk about Blackjack side bets. Well, what are Blackjack side bets? Well, these are side bets that are additional bets placed during a standard game of blackjack. They involve predicting which cards the player and sometimes the dealer will receive. Wagers are made before cards are dealt, and each side bet is based on chance rather than skill. These days, you can barely find a blackjack game that doesn't have some type of side wager, bonus, or progressive bet available. Why play these blackjack side bets? First of all, we know that blackjack is one of the most attractive games on the casino floor, mostly because of the low house edge. I mean, good players will face a house edge of around 0.5%, and even if you play badly, that edge only rises to about 2%. Side bets offer you the chance to play much longer odds for higher player wins, as much as 5,000 to 1 in one case. So side bets offer added excitement to the game of blackjack, which can sometimes be a tad tedious or even frustrating if you have a grumpy dealer or players at the table who really take away from the fun. Player beware, these bonus bets usually offer the casino a much higher advantage, so be advised to play bonuses sparingly. I mean, the house edge rises significantly for blackjack side bets, with most bets carrying a house edge of 10% or more. In other words, side bets make it a lot easier to lose your money quickly at the blackjack table. Most of these majors can be made for $1, and they stand alone from the regular blackjack bet. Each bonus bet has a payoff table printed on the felt, or it's also on a placard that is by the side of the dealer. And the casino advantage is also dependent on the number of decks used. These side bets are available at casinos who actually pay a royalty fee to the owner of these side bets, or the creator, like Shufflemaster and Micon Gaming. We're going to take a quick look at common side bets for blackjack that you can probably find at most casinos. Maybe not all of them, but some of these are the typical blackjack side bets. But you should always check the payouts carefully, because they can vary considerably between different casinos or even on online sites. Perfect pairs side bet usually uses the player's cards only and pays out if you are dealt two of a kind as follows. A mixed pair, which is two of the same value but different suit and color, that usually pays 5 to 1. A pair with the same color, two of the same value and the same color, which usually pays 12 to 1. And a perfect pair, which is two of the same card, which pays 25 to 1. Now the returns can vary, like I said before, so make sure that you check the pay tables. The house edge will depend on both the payout and the number of decks used, and can range from just 2 or 3% up to 11% or more. The 21 and 3 side bet involves the player's two cards and the upturned card of the dealer. It will pay out for a number of different combinations. It'll pay for a flush, all cards are suited, straight, all cards consecutive, three of a kind, not the same suit, straight flush, consecutive cards same suit, and suited triple, that's three of the same card, which pays 100 to 1. Royal match, which pays 5 to 2 for any suited player's cards, and 25 to 1 for suited king and queen. Super sevens, which pays out if one or more sevens are dealt in the player's cards. 1 7 pays 3 to 1, 2 unsuited sevens 50 to 1, and it goes all the way up to 5,000 to 1 for 3 suited sevens. However, it's important to make sure that the casino will still deal a third card if the dealer has blackjack. You can imagine that there are numerous ways that the player's first two cards can add up to 20. With the Lucky Ladies side bet, some of the more exciting possibilities include 2 Queen of Hearts for 200 to 1 and 2 Queens of Hearts when the dealer has a blackjack for 1,000 to 1. And finally, Match the Dealer is a popular side bet. It means that either of your 2 starting cards need to match the dealer's up card value. You can get a bigger return if the suit is the same, and even more if both of your cards match. A quick word on progressive side bets. It seems these days every table game has some sort of a progressive wheel spin, and the bonus spin progressive is the same way for blackjack. If you have an ace in your first 2 cards, you're paid even money. If you're dealt a blackjack, then they press the button that spins a virtual wheel in order to win various money denominations, including a top progressive prize. Are blackjack side bets worth playing? Hey, listen, to each his own, right? Whatever floats your boat. But you're simply betting on the luck of the draw. Blackjack side bets are best viewed as a bit of extra complexity and additional excitement that can either add up to a fantastic blackjack session or a quick one. Most players agree you should not make them the main focus of your gameplay or your wagering, and you should be aware of the significant increase in house edge when you play these side bets. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening, and I hope you tune in again next Wednesday. Don't forget to check out our weekly poll. Last week was about the greatest gambling song of all time, and Kenny Rogers ran away with that one. Next week we should have a guest, a prominent member of many New England's Facebook communities. Until then, embrace the math, not the myth, and have a wonderful week. You can find AnytimeGambling.com on Twitter at AnytimeGambling, on Facebook at the New England Casino Facebook group, or follow me, Robin Aubin. As we say at Anytime Gambling, embrace the math, not the myth. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.